So do you know where I am? He knows. That's my good buddy Pedro. We are at south of the border, well, the border of North and South Carolina. Tourist trap for since the 50s. They got a campground here. We're gonna check the campground out. And a big sombrero. Hey, wait a minute. I'm wearing the big sombrero. Let's go check out the campground. All right, so I found that opening right across the street here. Here's the Hot Tamale in one of the Sunoco gas stations. Hot Tamale is open 24 hours, so if you're hungry, this place could get some food. I-95 is right there in the back. You're gonna come off 95 like that truck coming towards us, then you're gonna turn right in here. Another Sunoco gas station right here. And there's Camp Pedro, or Pedro's Campground. So what you're gonna do is you're just gonna drive right in here. And they have markings here where you can kind of pull in for like registration lanes or whatever. The Hideaway Adult Games Redemption Only, that's closed, thankfully. So here's campground registration. They're open pretty late. Make sure you have your driver's license, credit card, and your license plate numbers, because they will ask for the license plates. If you don't have them, you're going to have to go back out and get them. They got propane right here on the left. They can fill up tanks, portable tanks and onboard tanks. One thing they're going to give you at registration is a key. This is the key to get in this gate. So, and they have two, as you can see, two card readers. I was able to easily get to it. Well, sort of easily get to it. And you stick the card in, pull it out, and wait. It's a one-way, so you don't have to worry about oncoming traffic. But here on the right is the exit, or an exit. Here's a list of some of the restaurants they have here. They also have a motel here, so if you have friends that don't have an RV but you want to come here and hang out for a while, they can come stay in the motel. One of the playgrounds here, you got the SOB water tower, south of the border. Don't get any bad ideas. There's about 110 campsites here. All of these down the middle right here are buddy sites, sort of. We're going to talk about that in just a second. This is the older section, I guess you would call it, of the park. Still looks good. One of the great things I love about this park, this is our second time here, is the trash cans. They have trash cans all over the place here, which makes it super easy and convenient to get rid of, well, trash. Up here where this truck camper is the bathhouse number 1 and the laundry facility. So we're just going to go ahead and go on around this guy here. Little bumpy road, not too bad. This is very big rig friendly, so they have a couple, they have I think about 10 or so dedicated 110 or 120 foot long RV sites. Every site has a picnic table. A lot of sites have a grill, which is nice. Over on the right, a whole bunch of motocross motorcycle folks are staying here right now. Here's another bathhouse. Or as they like to call it here, bathhouse number 2, or dos, because this is south of the border. A lot of stuff to do here. Miniature golf, games, rides, mini amusement park, you could call it. There's nothing else anywhere else around. Dillon is about 10 minutes away. Florence is about 40 minutes, 45 minutes away. Lumberton, North Carolina is about a half hour or so away, and Fayetteville, North Carolina is about an hour away. There's another playground here on the left, bathhouse number 3. There's also a private residence right here, which I think is kind of odd. They have a gate to the private residence, but hey, whatever. Very tiny sites right here on the right. I'm relatively certain that Super C there can haul everything, not just anything, everything. So let's talk about these buddy sites, because they're the ones that are all down the middle here. Now, what they do is they're listed as A and B. Excuse me. Full water, sewer hookups, everything on these sites, but you put 2 RVs in facing each other. Or back to back, however you want to do it, depending on which way you turn in. As you can see, nobody's really using them for that right now. They're all just using them as an individual spot, because they can be. But if you're traveling with somebody and you're not in a massive rig, then these are nice options for hanging out together. Now, we are in the newer section, and it's probably only like a year old, maybe less, roughly. And they're the 110, 120 foot pull-through spots. So we're going to take a look at these right here. Now, one thing about these spots here is they're not very level, and you can really see it with this tag axle straight ahead, and there's trailer. You can see the angle the trailer's at, and if you look underneath the tag axle, you can see how it's closer to the ground in the front than it is in the back. It's because it's sloped, and it's actually sloped like this, so it just doesn't go up and is level. It goes up and then over. And for whatever reason, the guy in the truck camper is following me, so we're going to get out of his way. In just a minute, we'll talk more about that. So to exit out of here, like I said, there was 2 exits, and you can see here there's one here on the left, and the other one's literally straight ahead. But don't go straight. Go ahead and make this turn here. Look both ways, and then you can head straight out to the exit. So more about those spots back there, and we're going to roll back there and take a look. They are, like I said, oddly not level, and it really irritates me with newer campgrounds. They put in sites and they're not level. And if you look here, these sites here are level on both the left and the right. And these are older sites. They're level. So they built up the ground over there, or maybe it was already a little hilly. They built it up and wouldn't make it level. I mean, it doesn't make any sense to me. But that's what they do as we drive through this spot here. Now, they see they do have a little concrete patio right here too as well on these sites, which is nice. As you can see, we're in site 159. I've got 1 Lego under each front tire, and I really should have 2. We're not quite level, but we're close. And it was pretty difficult to get leveled when we got here yesterday. Just because the auto leveling system didn't like what was going on with the slope. We got it figured out and did it manually, and it's fine. So if you're coming here in a 30 foot or smaller rig, you should be fine in these spots as far as level goes. Anything longer than that, you're going to need to block it up. You should always have blocks with you anyway when you're traveling out and about, because no place is level, and you should never just depend on your jacks to make your rig level. Fully gated community, so you're safe inside or can't get out, whatever the case may be. And most importantly, I love about this site is its convenience. I mean, 95 is right there. There's a small convenience store here, restaurants, and so, you know, for a quick overnight stay, this is pretty great, especially if you don't have a vehicle of your own. There's plenty of parking all over the place. You can actually pull a big rig, you know, even this tag axle pulling a trailer here, to pull over to one of these restaurants, get out and eat, and then drive over here if they want, or they can just walk over there because it's not that far to walk. So it's really convenient and really nice. This is a destination if you're going to be here for more than a night or two, because like I said, there's nothing around, but you know, it's a great stopover nonetheless. So if you've ever stayed here, we'd love to hear about it. Drop us in the comments below on what you think of south of the border. Even if you didn't stay at the campground, but you've been to south of the border, or you have questions about this quirky place that's been here since the 50s, drop a note in the comments. We'd love to have a conversation with you about this place. I've been driving by it almost, you know, my entire life, you know, growing up in North Carolina. So it's definitely something that we can't, you know, get enough of. So we paid about $40 with a military discount here for a night, and it was 10% off. They do Good Sam's, and I think AAA and a few others as well. So definitely highly recommend it. So thank you guys so much for watching this review. And if you have any questions about Camp Pedro or south of the border, drop them in the comments below. If you know somebody who's traveling 95 and looking for a clean, safe, decent place to stay, this is it, right across the border between North and South Carolina. Share this video out with them. And if you're not already a subscriber to our channel, I highly encourage you to go ahead and click that subscribe button down below and ring that notification bell. That way you'll know when we have new content. Campground reviews, how-tos, product reviews, and also our adventures of full-time RVing. So thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you at the next venture.